Paige, and today it's a beautiful rainy day outside and we're filming in the afternoon, so I thought it might be nice to do a calming practice, a stretch for after work when you can't head outside to do yoga outdoors. So when you're ready, take a seat on your mat and we'll get started. So we're going to begin our practice today by starting on the knees. So come forward, shift your weight forward, and then you face towards the camera. I'm just going to turn sideways to demonstrate. So we're going to kneel here and then tuck our toes and sit back on the heels. And what you're going to do is just bring your pinky toes forward so that they're in line with the rest of the toes. And then find Nana Mudra with the hands by joining the index fingers and thumbs, extending all other three fingers. Place your hands on your lap, palms facing up if the sun is still in the sky, and facing down if the sun has set. And then when you're ready, just closing down your eyes and bringing the awareness to notice the breath. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. And here as you breathe, you might begin to notice some sensation building in the feet, the toes, the ankles. Just notice that and let it go as you next exhale. We're going to take 3 cleansing breaths to shift any of that surface level energy from the beginning of your day. So as you breathe in, take that inhalation through the nose, deep down into the belly, feel the lungs, and exhale through the mouth. 2 more times like this. Inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Last time here, inhale deeply, and exhale, let it all go. And then here, return the awareness back to the inhalation and the exhalation through the nose. 2 more breaths here. Breathing nice and deep and exhaling long and smooth. Feel the sensation in the feet, notice it and let it go as you exhale. And then here, if your eyes are closed, gently open your eyes, and you're going to really slowly shift your weight forward to bring the hands onto the mat. Now do this really slowly and notice as some of that pressure building in the ankles and the feet begins to disperse. And then eventually you can untuck the toes here and gently press them back into the mat. And you're going to shift your weight back to sit on your heels. As you inhale, grow tall through the crown of the head. Exhale, ground the hands behind the body. Maybe your palms are pressing into the earth here, or maybe you're up on your fingertips. And then we're going to inhale, lengthen. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, engage the glutes, and as you exhale, just arch the head and neck back. Taking a slight back bend into the upper back. Releasing the head and the neck as you bend, and continue with your breath, breathing nice and deep. Exhaling long and slow. As you progress into your back bend, maybe you bring the palms onto the earth, maybe you stay on the fingertips, your choice. And then we complete on the next exhalation. When you're ready to inhale, gently come back onto the fingertips if you're on the palms. And draw the crown of the head slowly back towards the sky. As you exhale, come onto your hands again. And then we're going to extend our right leg towards the right side of the mat. Draw the left sole of the foot in to touch the inner right thigh. As you inhale, grow nice and tall, reach the fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, turn your torso over your right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge from the pelvis, reach the hands forward. Now they might land on the shins here, they might land on the ankles, they might land on the feet. It doesn't matter. Take whichever option works for you today. And then as you fold here, think about reaching forward through the crown of the head towards the foot. And exhale, take the belly towards the thigh. Using that exhalation to loosen, release any areas holding tension. Send the breath to that region that's calling out. And just encourage it to let go, let it know it's okay. And as you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, maybe you fold a little deeper, beginning to take the forehead to the knee. Last breath here, inhale, exhale, complete melt into the right leg. As you breathe in, you're going to bring the torso up slightly and bring the right forearm to rest on the inside of the right shin. Now you can take hold of the ankle here or the foot. If resting the forearm on the ground isn't available to you, you can just rest it on the leg. And then from here we inhale, send our left shoulder back in space, reach the fingertips towards the sky, take a bend in the elbow as you exhale, and side bend to your right. Releasing the head and neck, the right ear moves towards the right shoulder. And as you breathe here, send your left elbow back in space to keep the chest open. Maybe close down the eyes here and once again feel into this stretch. Working with the exhalation to perhaps deepen into the posture. Breathe in nice and deep, feel the belly rise. Exhale long and slow, release the breath. Taking your final round of breath here, exhaling, completing. And then to return, we inhale, reach the left fingertips towards the sky and slowly draw the torso back up to center. We're just going to switch the legs over here, nice and simple. Draw the right sole of the foot in to touch the inner left thigh. Point your left toes. Maybe adjust your seat if you need to. And then inhale, reach the fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, turn the torso over the left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward, hinging from the pelvis. And land your hands maybe on your shin, your ankle or your foot, depending on your flexibility today. And then once again here, we move into this posture by inhaling, thinking forward, reaching towards the foot through the crown of the head, and exhaling, releasing the belly towards the thigh. Using that outward breath to let go. Imagine that it's washing throughout your entire body, relaxing you, releasing the muscles. And then, as you continue to breathe, begin to take the forehead towards the knee. You can relax the head and the neck. Deepening into the posture. complete on the next exhalation. Find your maximum, your depth. And then inhale, return slightly. Find your placement with the left arm this time. Maybe you bring the forearm to rest on the shin or the inside of the shin, grounding it on the earth, and take hold of the ankle. As you inhale, send the right fingertips towards the sky, chest opens, shoulder back in space, and find that bend through the right elbow. Also find your breath. And with each breath in, send your right shoulder towards the back of the room, your right elbow as well. And as you exhale, begin to release the head and the neck. Gaze stays facing forward. Your left ear moves towards your left shoulder. Noticing what's occurring in your body as you spend time in this posture, this asana, working with your breath. Final round of breath here. Inhale nice and deep. Exhale, complete. Find your maximum. To return, we reach the right fingertips towards the sky and slowly draw the torso back up to center as you inhale. From here, we're going to extend our right leg towards the right corner of the mat, moving into a wide-legged seated forward fold. So what you're going to do is ground your hands either side of your hips for a moment. As you inhale, press the palms into the earth, lift the hips off the mat, send them backwards in space, and then gently release them back to the earth. This helps you find a tilt in your pelvis and will assist you with the fold and take any pressure out of your lower back. So what you're going to do here is inhale, lengthen through the spine, the crown of the head. Just rest the hands on the legs for a moment. And then as you exhale, begin to hinge forward from your pelvis and take the torso towards the earth. Keep the toes pointed here. And maybe you slide your hands down your legs. Or you can bring the palms to the earth in front of you, or maybe the forearms, depending on your flexibility today. And here you breathe, focusing on the depth of the inhalation and the length of the exhalation. Begin to release the head and the neck towards the earth, and use that outward breath once again to let go of any tension you're holding in your body, any distracting thoughts, and allow you to become fully present in your practice, focusing on deepening into the fold with time. As you advance in the posture, you can begin to walk the hands closer to the earth, the arms rather. If not, staying where you are and still using the breath. Feeling the stretch through the legs, the hips. And then completing after 3 more rounds of breath, really taking the opportunity to make the most of the time in this stretch, this asana. Exhaling, releasing. Final breath, complete. Find your maximum. To return, we're just going to inhale and slowly press the hands into the earth. Maybe come up onto the fingertips. First, draw them back a little closer to the body. And slowly return the crown of the head towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, we're going to turn to face towards the left side of the mat here. Just hug the knees into the chest for a moment. Press the belly into the thighs. And we're going to take 3 breaths. Just allowing the spine to resettle after that nice stretch. And then as you exhale, we're going to ground the hands behind the body once again, shoulder distance wide. Point the fingers towards the back of the room and extend your legs forward, soles of the feet facing towards the earth, feet hip distance wide here. And what we're going to do is ground the feet into the mat, and then we're going to lift the seat bones off the earth. Maybe you walk your feet forward slightly and press your hips towards the sky. One more breath. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, slowly return. Seat bones to the earth. And then come down to lay on your back. As you exhale, hug your knees into your chest. You can take gentle rocks from side to side here, just massaging your lower back. Maybe close down the eyes, might be nice. Really allowing you to feel into the movement by closing off one of the senses, the sight. And then when you're ready, finding stillness, we're going to keep hold of our right knee with our right hand. And as you exhale, extend your left leg along the earth. Now, if this isn't okay for your lower back, you can always bring the left sole of the foot to the mat. And then hugging your right knee with both hands, we're going to inhale, draw the knee towards the armpit. Feeling a nice stretch through the hip. As you exhale, send that breath towards any areas, calling out, feeling a little tightness still. With each breath in, can you begin to hug that knee closer? Working to your maximum on your next round of breath. Hug that knee as close as you can. And then, for those of you who have your left knee bent, extending the leg along the earth and returning the knee back to center as we breathe out. We're going to take hold of the knee with the left hand this time and move into a reclined twist. So what you're going to do is exhale, draw the knee across the body towards the earth, and as you do so, press or move, bump your hips to the right side of the mat, just allowing you to find a little more depth in the twist. And as you bring the knee towards the earth, here we just notice what the shoulders are doing. If you can, just square them back towards the mat. They might not touch, that's okay. Just work them towards. And then here, ensure the knee is above the belly button. And you can choose your variation with the hand. So you can leave the left hand resting on the knee. If that's not okay for your lower back, then just rest it on your belly. With your right hand, you can extend your arm out long, palm facing up towards the sky, or take a cactus with the arm. Finding your variation with the gaze, also looking towards the sky, or if it's okay for your neck, you can turn to look at your right elbow or right fingertips. And here we close down the eyes if that's okay. And once again, feel into the movement And notice as your body melts towards the earth with each exhalation. Taking your last breath here, exhaling, melting into the earth. When you're ready to inhale, assist your knee to come back up to center really slowly here to unwind. Ground both soles of the feet back on the earth, square the hips to the mat. Inhale, hug the knees back into the chest. Taking a breath. Exhale, release the right sole of the foot to the earth and hug your left knee towards your left armpit. Once again, if you took the variation where you extended your right leg, then go ahead and do that. Otherwise, leaving the sole of the foot grounded into the earth beneath the knee. Inhaling, hugging that left knee a little closer towards the armpit. Exhaling, send that breath towards any areas still holding on to tightness. With each inhalation, can you hug the knee closer, deepening into the stretch? And then taking your final round of breath. Find your maximum as you next breathe in. Hug that knee. As you exhale, release the knee back to center. Extend your right leg along the earth if it's not already, and then take hold of your left knee, with your right hand. And you're going to bump your hips to the left as you draw the knee across the body towards the earth. Noticing what's occurring with the shoulders here. Maybe your left shoulder's lifted off the mat. So can you just shift them back towards the earth? They might not touch, but we're working towards. And then finding your variation with your right hand. Maybe it stays on the knee, maybe on the belly. And your variation with the left hand. Perhaps you extend it, palm facing towards the sky, or take a cactus in the arm. Turning the gaze to look at your left fingertips or elbow if that's okay for your neck. And then closing down the eyes and letting go, breathing into this twist. Preparing to take your final round of breath here. As you exhale, feel your body melt, release into the earth. When you're ready to inhale, assist your knee to come slowly back to center. Squaring the hips to the earth, bringing both soles of the feet up on the mat. And then hug the knees into the chest. You can stay in stillness here, or if you like, you can gently rock from side to side, massaging the lower back again. And then from here, when you're ready, you're going to make your way into your shavasana, so extending the legs out long. If you're feeling any tightness in your lower back from your day, you can always bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Take the mat distance wide and then knock the knees in together. Regardless of what position you've taken, everyone inhale, tuck your tailbone, ground the lower back. You can bring the shoulder blades together to flatten them along the earth and then tuck the chin, lengthening the neck. Finding your option with your hands. Where would you like to rest them? Maybe on your belly, creating a sense of safety, or if you're feeling really open today, extend them out wide, palms facing towards the sky. And then here we're going to take 3 rounds of conscious breath, in and out through the nose, breathing deeply into the belly. And then exhaling from the belly, releasing the breath. Your last breath with awareness. And then as you exhale, feel that breath wash over the body, releasing you towards the earth and into your final resting posture, Shavasana. Just gently noticing the sounds that surround you in the distance or closer by. Maybe that's the sound of the rain through my headphones if you can hear it, beautiful raindrops on the roof. Noticing the touch of the air on your skin and its movement into your lungs as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Beginning to find small movements with the fingers and the toes, merging into greater movements with the body, keeping the eyes closed, bringing the taste to the inside of your mouth, and then maybe you take a nice deep stretch, arms overhead like you're waking up for the first time today. And when you're ready, making your way first onto your side, still keeping the eyes closed if you can. And then up into a seated, cross-legged position at the center of your mat. And then we close down the eyes if you've opened your eyes. Bring your hands to heart center, thumbs pressing into sternum, Anjali Mudra. Tuck your chin to your chest. Thank you so much for joining me in the practice today, for taking the time out to acknowledge, notice, listen to your body, your breath, calm your mind. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me in today's practice, guys. I hope you liked that one and you're feeling nice and relieved and ready to head into the rest of your afternoon or your day. If you like the practice, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like it, and maybe even leave a comment. You can follow me on social media for updates, Facebook and Instagram, and if you want, you can check out live classes by heading to the website. All the information is in the description below, and until next time, I see you on the mat. Thank you so much.